Coming up on Network Africa. Huge fire engulfs major textile market in Accra, Ghana's capital. Côte d'Ivoire to tackle cocoa smuggling as 50,000 tons illegally shipped. Plus, the United Nations Security Council gains Somalia and 4 others as new non-permanent members. Hello and welcome to the program today. I'm Layo Olarinde. We begin in Ghana, where a massive fire has broken out at the Kantamanto market, one of the world's largest second-hand textile markets in Accra, the capital. The fire causing extensive damage to property. 13 fire crews rushed in to contain the inferno, which spread through the market, razing more than 100 shops down. According to the Public Relations Officer of the Ghanaian National Fire Service, Alex Nate, though the spread has been contained, it will take about 2 days to fully extinguish the embers. As of now, no injuries have been reported, and the cause of the fire remains unknown.
I have called around 2:30 a.m. So somebody called me that Kanta is burning. And before I came, reaching to my shop, even I didn't know my shop again. Everywhere we are raised down. I didn't remove anything from my shop. If there's fire service there, they would have rescued some certain things. But I heard that many people are saying that fire service didn't come in time to rescue some shops. The thing that annoy me, that people that are supplying, because I have shop and supplying, all of them bet. I don't know where to start again.
Everything is gone. You know, I'm the chairman of the market with over 3,000 members. And in fact, this bar city here is a younger brother to me. You have a wholesale, and there are over 200 to 500 bills there in there. And that's where the fire started. So everything gone.
Let's get more on this story. Joining us now is Collins Frimpong, Joy News TV correspondent. For more on this, hello, Collins. Thank you for your time on the program.
Hello, good afternoon.
Well, it's such an unfortunate incident, and for this to be happening just at the beginning of the new year, give us an update at this time. Have authorities been able to determine the cause of the fire?
Right, so the fire outbreak began around 1:19 a.m. Thursday morning, that's yesterday in Ghana here. And according to the National Fire Service, this wasn't, they didn't even get the information because of a distress call that was made or something, but because of their own intelligence and some internal measures that they have instituted. That's why they were able to detect that a situation like this was unfolding at the Kantamanto market. And Kantamanto market is the largest resale clothing market in West Africa, one of the largest across the world. So they were able to quickly mobilize about 13 fire tenders to the scene. And as a result, when they got there, they were able to contain the situation. But because the place is known for people sleeping there, cooking, keeping gas cylinders there, the place keep burning or escalating. So those gas cylinders cause the situation to escalate. And another issue that may have or escalated the situation was that fire hydrants in the market were not working. So the fire service had to resort to nearby water across the city, for instance, at the Circle interchange area, and also the Ghana Revenue Authority, which was a bit far from the Kantamanto market, about 10 to 15 minutes drive away from that. And because it was a busy day, Thursday business day, people are moving in, so traffic was also huge. which was preventing them from getting access to the location. So these are some of the reasons why the fire escalated. But what really caused the fire, we don't know yet. The fire service are suspecting that maybe some people that were sleeping in the area that they were smoking or doing something of that sort, or during the time that they were cooking, that the fire broke out. And also another thing that based on hearsays that they have heard was maybe some people intentionally burnt the place or arsons. So this is the suspicion that the fire service had. So preliminary investigations has begun. But the thing is that, as you said in your intro earlier on, you mentioned that no casualties were recorded. That was yesterday. But this morning, when we went back to the site and we engaged the Kantamanto Traders Association chairman, that's Mr. Samolamo, he revealed that one person died through that. So he was located at the far end of the market, and she didn't know what was happening. He was sleeping. The time that he realized the whole place was in flames, and when he wanted to come out, he couldn't find the exit route. So he was taken to one of the largest hospitals in West Africa, that's the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. And this morning he has received an information that he has passed away. And he also told us that about 30,000 people have been affected, more than 30,000, because the shops that have been destroyed were around 7,000, more than 7,000, and
Mm.
each shop has about three or four people occupying them. So you can, I think, make the sum yourself. More than 30,000 people have been destroyed. Millions of Ghana cities have also been destroyed.
That's
Today,
a
President
very
Akufo-Addo gave his final State of the Nation address, and he has also expressed his sadness, his condolences with the people, the bereaved family, and also the traders that have been affected.
well, Collins. You've made mention of some numbers, and that's a huge loss. One can agree, especially for the traders, and also you've mentioned that it's one of the largest second-hand textile markets, and for over hundreds or you said thousands of shops being
Yeah,
destroyed.
that's
It's
over 7,000 shops have been destroyed, according
well,
to the Traders Association.
that's a huge magnitude. You've also mentioned, the president has spoken about this. Did he perhaps mention if there's a plan to help the traders that are counting their losses at this time?
Mm. No, he didn't mention any plans so far that the government is putting in place to assist them. But the traders themselves are somehow disappointed in the outgoing government. President Akufo-Addo, this is his last State of the Nation address, and his tenure is ending on January 6th, which is less than 3 days from now. So he can't do much about this, or he can't do much or from now till maybe he leaves. So the people were actually expecting him and also the incoming president, that's the John Dramani Mahama and his party or politicians, to even come together to say something to them. So until the State of the Nation address, no politician, no government official, no incoming government official has spoken about it, and that was a source of worry for the traders.
All right, then, Collins. In the coming days, we know that at least we'll get more updates on the fire. But just before I let you go, we also understand Ghana has started its visa-free policy for all African passport holders. What does this entail, and what is the government's reason for doing this?
Hmm. So this is in relation to a promise that President Akufo-Addo made some time ago that he wants to make Ghana free to all Africans. Africans should have access to come to the country anytime they want. And the main motive of this is to improve businesses. The African Union itself has instituted the African Continental Free Trade. And Ghana is the capital. That's the Accra, has the center, houses the center. So this is one of the reasons why Ghana has taken it upon itself to make it visa free for all African countries. So far as you are an African now, from after January 6th, you will have the permission or you have the right to come to the country at any time that you want, provided you are an African. And this was approved or disproved, announced on December 18th, on Wednesday, December 18th, by the president after he secured an executive approval. So that's what is happening here, and the people are quite happy with that. And Ghanaians have been reacting to that, and they've expressed their happiness, their willingness, and also they are happy. As I said, they are happy about it. Ghana already instituted a lot of policies like the beyond the returns, and also calling on the diaspora to come to the country as part of improving its tourism. So this is one of the avenues, apart from boosting trade among the African continent, among the African countries and Ghana. This is also to help boost trade. Measures will be put in place to also address the security aspect of it. For that, I'm certain about that.
Thank you so much, Collins Frimpong, Joy News TV correspondent, our partners in Accra, Ghana. Thank you for your time.
Thank you also.
Authorities in Côte d'Ivoire are seeking more ways to tackle cocoa smuggling, as records show that from October to December 2024, 50,000 tons of cocoa were illegally shipped out of the country. The fact that cocoa prices have more than doubled last year seems to have given the smugglers more incentive. According to sources, Côte d'Ivoire's cocoa smuggled across the border was worth 5,000 CFA francs, approximately $7.95 per kilogram, while Côte d'Ivoire's fixed price paid to cocoa farmers was set at 1,800 CFA francs per kg in September. Experts in the industry, once in Guinea, Côte d'Ivoire's cocoa is exported to Asian countries such as Indonesia and Malaysia. Ethiopia and Somalia have agreed to work together on an African Union peacekeeping mission in Somalia. This follows Ethiopia's Defense Minister Aisha Mohammed's visit to Somalia on Thursday. It was the first bilateral visit since relations between the two neighbors nosedived a year ago over Ethiopia's plan to build a naval base in Somalia's breakaway region of Somaliland. Last week, the United Nations Security Council authorized an African Union Stabilization and Support Mission in Somalia to replace a larger AU anti-terrorism operation from January 1st, 2025. Speaking of the United Nations Security Council, the Council has welcomed 5 new countries into the fold as non-permanent members. The new members include Somalia, Denmark, Greece, Pakistan, and Panama. Well, they will be at the table for the 2025 to 2026 term. The 5 newly elected countries will be joining Algeria, Guyana, the Republic of Korea, Sierra Leone, and Slovenia as non-permanent members of the Council. Welcome back to the program. Here in Nigeria, the Anambra State Governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, has disclosed the efforts of his administration towards making the state a cultural and tourism destination. He made this disclosure during the maiden cultural carnival of the people of Ifite Nobi in Idemili South local government area of the state. The streets of Nobi community in Idemili South local government area of Anambra State comes alive with bright colors and beautiful costumes worn by men, women, youths and children as the community holds its first cultural carnival. It's a long march along the major roads and markets with music playing and young people dancing in their costumes as they head for St. Theresa's Church Field, Nobi, for an event put together to showcase the vibrant socio-cultural essence of the people of Nobi. Governor Chukwuma Soludo, represented by his Chief of Staff, Ernest Ezeajugi, arrives just in time to witness the first ever Nobi Cultural Carnival.
Nobi Carnival.
Nobi Carnival is officially opened at the moment. Please, if you have any misunderstanding with anybody in Nobi, today is the last day of that misunderstanding. The carnival we are having today is a unity carnival, and so no matter the issue you are having with anybody, today is the end. So please, without wasting any of your time, the carnival is officially open. Enjoyment officially starts now.
There's the cultural dance and masquerade performances. The carnival draws a lot of people from neighboring towns and from the diaspora too. Addressing the people on behalf of the governor, the chief of staff highlights the effort of the Soludo administration to make Anambra State a tourism hub.
Security in Anambra State is still 100% better what it was when Mr. Governor came into power 17th of March 2022. We appreciate our spikes and we are doing a whole lot. Okay, we have other entertainment and culture areas like Obunike Cave, Owere Sukara, where you get waterfall, Anam Beach. So a whole lot of things we are building in our entertainment and culture industry.
For the convener of the carnival, the essence is to promote unity, celebrate talent, and highlight Nobi as a rising cultural hub in Anambra State.
The reason why we are doing this today is to bring unity, love, and happiness. You know, most of the time, people have this impression that in Anambra State and in Nigeria, all we do is to fight each other, to kill each other. It's only the bad news that happens. We want to use this opportunity to show the world that there are people that are living happily.
Reactions from the Commissioner for Culture, Entertainment and Tourism and the Mayor of Ndemili South all point to the beauty of the carnival, which must be emulated.
As you can see, everybody is happy here, and you can see the colors of the culture here. And everybody, no segregation, no classification. The children, the poor, the rich, everybody is here. The entire community is here, and the fact that people are happy, because if you don't have a good government in place, people will not be free to move around.
This is something our Mr. Governor, the governor of Anambra State, Charlie Wambafo, one of his passion and vision for Anambra State. So I pray that other people for various local government and other towns has to emulate something different, which is today's carnival.
The vision to foster peace and love through the carnival is clear, in addition to strengthening love and peaceful coexistence among the people. For many community members, including the traditional ruler Igwe Nick Obi, the initiative must not stop as it fosters unity and poised to preserve the Igbo heritage, which will place Nobi on the global map. Nigeria's Ministers of Youth Development and Women Affairs say the Tinubu-led administration is committed to ensuring citizens in the diaspora are included in nation building. This promise, made at an informal community engagement in Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, comes ahead of the planned National Youth Confab. Organized by the Adeni Group, the event was attended by leading entrepreneurs, influencers, professionals, and community leaders. There's more on this from our UAE correspondent, Mayawa Adegoke.
Due to the deportation of Nigerians, I lost a lot of customers. My salon was in Satwa, so it was a targeted area.
When we, the president, appoint the ambassador, I know UAE is not the only country that's affected, but I feel that if we have ambassador, some of the problems that have been discussed here will not come up.
Ahead of the 2025 National Youth Confab, a select group of Nigerians in the UAE share concerns on matters that impact them with the Minister of Youth Development, Ayodele Olawande, in an event organized by Adeniyi Group.
We must secure the young people, and that is why we put in young and secure. We also believe in most of you that are abroad here, so that you can share your idea, you can share your input. We can see how we can come together and make things happen. We now have a youth help desk, and a large numbers of those people that have put more in this youth help desk are Nigerians, but not Nigerians, because we want to break that gene that the youth cannot communicate with the government.
Key issues raised include the lack of engagement between the Nigerian government and the diaspora, passport renewal challenges, as well as resident visa issuance, amongst others. To these, the Honourable Minister promises the soon-to-launch Youth Help Desk will serve as a channel to help improve diaspora engagement. Also in attendance at this first-of-its-kind town hall meeting is Minister of Women Affairs, Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, who highlights the importance of continued engagement and awareness.
I've engaged with the government of this country on different levels when it comes to security issues, when it comes to them being able to they love Nigerians, they know that we're all not bad. The ambassador for the UAE in Nigeria is my very good friend. He even calls me my sister. So they even want to open doors for Nigerians, but they don't want to do it at the expense of their people. We have a lot of work to do. Trust me, we cannot solve issues based on individual experiences. No, we have to solve it from the policy angle. And trust me, we have the best diplomats, we have the best, policy experts that can come together and protect us as a people.
Reactions about this meeting are overall positive, with participants calling for more of such engagements.
This was a very amazing space for me to sit down and actually learn from different types of people. There were people that were entrepreneurs, there were people that were working in the corporate space. So I got to just hear different people's opinions and to understand exactly what it means to be a Nigerian abroad.
We just want to create impact in our community, and moving forward, many people can be able to do the same. And together, we can be better Nigeria in the UAE.
This groundbreaking town hall opens a new chapter in bridging the gap between Nigerians in the UAE and the government. With the promised launch of the Youth Help Desk, the journey toward meaningful dialogue and action continues. From Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, Maya Wadegoke for Channels Television News.
And finally, on the program, an inspiring story for you. A young boy has been found alive after surviving 5 days in a game park inhabited by lions and elephants in northern Zimbabwe. The ordeal began when Tinotenda Pudu wandered at least 23 kilometers from home into the Matusadona game park. Now, according to Mashonaland West MP, he spent 5 days sleeping on a rocky perch amidst roaring lions, passing elephants, and eating wild fruits. Matusadona Game Park has about 40 lions. At one point, it had one of the highest lion population densities in Africa. Tinotenda survived his ordeal by eating wild fruits, also digging small wells into dry riverbeds with a stick to access drinking water, and this is a skill taught in drought-prone areas. Members of the local community started a search party and beating drums each day to try and guide him back home. But ultimately, it was park rangers who found him when he heard a ranger's car and ran towards it, narrowly missing it. But luckily, the rangers returned, spotted fresh little human footprints, according to them, and searched the area until he was found. I guess he could be christened Daniel in the lion's den. That's it on the program today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Layo Olainde. Have a lovely weekend.